Hello everyone, Lynn here. Welcome to my channel. Today I have my newest junk journal that I just finished, and it is available in my Etsy shop, and I'll link my shop down below. This one belongs to Dr. Watson, the narrator of the Sherlock Holmes stories and his faithful friend and assistant. And his name is John Hamish Watson. On the book plate here, it is open on the top, so you could slip your name in or the date, or you start the journal, or whatever you'd like if you want. This is a hardcover book that I have created a new spine for, about 2 inches wide, and I've covered it in some beautiful tweed, and then the corners in the spine are covered with some faux leather. The closure is 2 clips and a chain, and then I'll take it off to show you. There's some cool charms on that. All the measurements will be in the Etsy listing, the number of pages and how big the book is. So on the charms we have a hat, a pipe, here's a little glass lens, and a snippet of some sari ribbon. So this one journal is inspired by both the traditional Sherlock Holmes, that's why we have the pipe, and also the newer movies, which he wears a hat similar to this. And there's a few steampunk elements in here as well, which, again, the newer movies kind of have that look to them. So there's a little bit of sewing inside, and then we've got a lot of clips and tabs and twines sticking out on all the edges. Let's take a look inside. And there are over 300 pages in this one. It's a big one. Observations, metal charm, and we've got a pocket right here with just some journaling ephemera. I've included some of these assorted poison labels throughout. And most of the printables, if not all, it probably is all, maybe a couple aren't, but most of the printables are from the Graphics Fairy. Here we have a grungy tea stained envelope, and inside I have created a bunch of little stickers. I was going to put these throughout the journal. There's some double-sided tape on the back. I printed them onto tea-dyed paper, but instead of putting them in the journal, I thought whoever gets the journal might have some fun using these. We've got characters, we've got story titles, and then just some, there's a whole bunch of them. Mrs. Hudson, investigation, just some words that go, evidence, Mycroft, 221B Baker Street, so Scotland Yard, there's a whole bunch. So I thought those would be fun. You could even use them to adhere on the corners if you were putting some ephemera in or a photo. You could use them for that as well. So, and I almost forgot before we look inside. The tabs on the top here, we have a 2, and then on these, we have another, where is it? Another 2, hope you can see that, and then a 1, so 221B Baker Street. Here we have a couple of Victorian gentlemen, curiosity, dictionary entry, lots of tea-dyed Sherlock Holmes book pages in this one. Ledger. This was a sheet of scrapbook paper I had that had letters and numbers and symbols on it, and it kind of reminded me of when people would cut out letters and create a ransom note. So I added that in. Tons of journaling space in this one. Here is from a biology book. Another page from Sherlock Holmes, and these pages came from a book that was my mother's and she gave to me. A huge book, it's the complete Sherlock Holmes, and I asked her if I could tear it up to use the pages in journals, and she said of course. And when I opened the book, the inscription was from my grandmother and grandfather. They gave her the book for Christmas in 1976, so I had a hesitation of, oh my goodness, I don't think I can tear this book up. And then I thought my Nana would say, do it. If you can turn it into something new and something different, do it. Because I remember back, oh my gosh, it might have even been the late 70s, early 80s, that my grandmother was making jewelry out of silverware. And now that's a thing, but back then we probably thought she was crazy. But she would create pendant necklaces from Silverware Handles. So I know that she would be on board with me using the pages for lots of journaling space. Here is a pocket, and this could be Dr. Watson and Mary, or this could be suspects, maybe some sort of Victorian Bonnie and Clyde, whatever you want. A couple of little pieces of ephemera, including another poison label. Here's a little belly band with a Latin vocabulary flashcard, and I always like to include words that kind of go with the theme. A silhouette of a Victorian man. I've done a little bit of stamping throughout. This I've printed the London Gazette from 1895 onto some nice thin paper, so it's almost like a newspaper. Vellum tea-stained floating pocket with some more poison labels and some tickets and specimen labels, all kinds of goodies in there. Most of the printables are from the Graphics Fairy. Here's a page from the dictionary, Weights and Measures. Another Sherlock Holmes, a map of London. And I embossed onto some vellum, tea-dyed vellum, so you could write on there. This journal was a lot of fun to work on. I'm a huge fan of Sherlock Holmes. So this is a large index card. Attached a little journaling card there and some labels. A couple of things on the back here. A pocket with a piece of ephemera. And then here we've got a little watch face and a watch gear and a key. And this could be your bookmark. Keep track of where you are in the journal. Place it wherever you want. And here's this guy, and he sort of looks like Jude Law in the new movies. Sort of. Here is a tuck spot with a journaling tag inside. You could hide something in there, some secret journaling. A little pocket made from a printable map of London. And a little photograph. This page and a couple more in here are from a vintage book I have about London. Another Sherlock Holmes. There's some grungy tracing paper, tea-dyed. And another page from the London Gazette. This one's from 1886. And this Department of Law, this book, I wanted to keep it out to show you. Buell's Manual of Self-Help. Oh, here it is. So this is a really interesting book, and I wanted to get the year. All kinds of stuff in here. How to write letters. I mean, there's a whole section on law. There's a whole section on parlor magic. 1894. So I wasn't going to use these as a page because they are kind of fragile, but I reinforced them with some washi. And this one is the from the section on law. Here's a vintage dictionary page with a little washi tape finger pointing to evidence. And rubber stamp hat. Label, a couple of labels. Here's the patchwork page. Who, what, where. Ticket there. On the back of this scrap of paper, I printed some vintage lined paper to journal on. Got a tab here, London there. And this is, this is another page from that book on London that I have. This is, my friend gave me a set of Raven rubber stamps. And so this is an homage to the ravens that live at the Tower of London. Legend has it that they have to have 6 ravens living there at the Tower of London, or the Kingdom of England, I guess, the kingdom and the tower will fall. So, and I don't even remember what king said that, but so they have, I think they have 7. They have 6 that they're required to have for the legend, and then a backup raven. And then they have a raven master who takes care of them. A little book page from an art book. Another page from Sherlock Holmes, Vintage Ledger. Here's a page from a medical dictionary. And this is also from that Buell's Manual of Self-Help, A Doctor in the House, because John is a doctor. We'll flip out some stenciling there. Here is a pocket, another Latin flashcard, a couple of pieces of journaling ephemera, and then in here a little journaling card, but you could tuck something else in there. There's a little tab, and you could write on that. And this comes off. And inside here, we've got journaling tags tucked in, and a little fun little spinner on an image of a clock. And then I embossed this little file folder, and there's just a piece of ephemera in there. On the back, we've got a little pocket with a little tiny journaling card inside. Paper clip with some twine. The game is afoot. I've just included a couple of quotes in here. And then some Tim Holtz paper, and I stamped on there a little journaling spot. This is from the medical dictionary, a table of doses. So medicine, perhaps they were researching something, maybe an overdose. Here is a vellum pocket. And this is just a couple of pages from a little diary. I believe it's from the 20s. A little card there. A lot of pages, so I kind of I don't want this to be too long. Digital stamping there. Oh, here we have the finger pointing to deduce, deduct, deduction. Another page from Sherlock. Here's some more of the letters from a ransom note. This signature has a little closure there. And rubber stamping. Here's another page from that London book with a drawing of a pub. This is the experiment page, so we've got experiment notes and little graphics, and here is a little mini journal just created with some scraps and some vintage graph paper pages inside. The Goat Tavern, Stafford Street off Bond Street. And printed a little magnifying glass. Did a little bit of stenciling there. Another tab. Here we've got some little bits of ephemera tucked in. Maybe a couple of mug shots there. Some rubber stamping, a little ticket. Little pieces of ephemera with another paper clip and some twine, and then I guess one of his most famous quotes, how often have I said to you that when you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Here we've got some tea-dyed music pages with a bunch of ephemera, another couple of pages from that diary, a bunch of journaling cards. Here we have a flip up and a flip down with some secret journaling, embossed tea-dyed paper. A little light bulb printed on, and a little hat tuck spot here with a ticket and arsenic label. And then, oh, this was really strange. I found this at an antique store, and they are civil defense emergency medical tags. There's one of those. Here we've got some footprints, a clue, another stamp. This is also printed from the 1800s London Gazette, and this was adjudications, so stuff that's going on in the courts. A page from a vintage dictionary with music. This is from that my mom's book. Another page from the medical dictionary. And here we have some belladonna, poisonous plant. Flip out. '1890 London Gazette. And another page. Here on the last page, a little clip here, some twine. Let me move this over. And then this is just a little accordion. Hopefully you can see all of that. Accordion flip out. And just clips there. And then the back we have a pocket, more dictionary paper, or dictionary scrapbook paper. A little grungy index card, a ticket, and then this, maybe John Watson was reading this. It's a an Australian hansom, the mystery of the hansom cab, of a hansom cab from the 1800s. So just printed that out. And so that is it. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I hope you liked it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and any questions and comments, leave them down below. And I hope everyone is doing well. Take care, guys.